Hello, everybody. Welcome to Los Lost Boys. I'm Tyler the Collector, and as always, we have
Corey.
Time! Yay. Hello, lost ones. Beat you to it, Corey. Fuck off.
I was busy, doing important producing stuff.
You need to be on the podcast, not be
in the room.
No, I'm one of those super producers that I'm 100% of the talent and all the production. So
okay. What'd you just crack open there, Tyler?
Smirnoff seltzers, red, white, and berry. They are delicious.
Are those the Bomb Pop ones?
Yeah, it tastes exactly like a Bomb Pop.
That sounds pretty fucking good.
I got my 6-pack challenge of them. Gonna knock it out.
Todd,
Don't you have I thought you had a sponsor.
Oh, yeah. I got a shout out. It's not a sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Because the details. So I'm just shouting out Molly, super fan Molly, for dropping off a 6-pack for us to try. By us, I mean me.
Did they do that? What's that called? You got wined or whatever?
Iced?
I don't know.
No, there was a thing going around where people were dropping off booze to your house. Yeah, it was a Facebook thing, I guess. And people would come and they would drop either a bottle of wine outside your door or a 6-pack or something.
Smash it and say, clean it up.
Then you open up your door and you got alcohol. It was a Facebook thing Brittany was telling me about.
Okay. They did not say. They just said, here, enjoy your 6-pack challenge.
Yeah, because they dropped off, I got a 6-pack or whatever. And from them.
Yeah, you ruined the fucking bit if you explain
is it?
That.
No,
yeah.
It's not a bit. That was a thing on
my
Facebook.
bit of a 6-pack challenge.
Oh, that's your sponsor?
I'm trying to get people to sponsor my 6-pack challenge by sending me fucking beer.
Oh, you got to tell me about bits before they happen or else I won't believe it.
You got to tug on your ear.
Yeah, give me a
kayfabe, brother. God damn it.
I'm still not sure what kayfabe means, by the way.
Means working, a work thing. Work means lie.
Uh-huh.
Shoot means truth in wrestling.
Shoot means truth?
The word shoot means truth.
Why don't they just use regular English?
Because they're speaking in kayfabe.
Speaking in carny language.
Yeah, you're speaking a weird language to me. Why do they have to say shoot and truth in kayfabe, though? Why can't...
Because they used to talk in front of marks.
Oh.
Here, Corey, let me get
I know that
book
one
out for you, and we'll go over all this.
In your industry, they would be called Johns.
Am I a mark? No, I thought a mark was somebody who doesn't like wrestling or something.
No, a mark is a guy that is not in wrestling. If you are not into wrestling, if you're not a wrestler or promoter or anything like that, you're a mark, a fan.
Oh, so fans are marks, not non-fans.
They're all marks.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
It's a
they're all trying to sell to the mark.
The people working the carnival stuff and look at these marks.
Yeah, I guess. I thought it was a stupid person. That's
like a Tom Segura.
Yeah, exactly like that. Are you so mad at him now?
Yeah, fuck him. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna boycott him for real?
I'm just not gonna consume his shit anymore.
Did you like him before?
Yeah, he was actually my favorite comedian.
Man, wrestling fans really are passionate.
So it's like when your
it's
best
real to
friend
me, damn it.
Takes a shit on something you love, and you're just like, I can't take this.
Do it all the time.
It was a joke, though. That's the whole point. It was a joke.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You fucking pussy. Well, I still like Tom Segura.
Mm-hmm.
Though he makes
It's
fun of everything I love.
It's the shittiest. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm boycotting him with you. He's not funny.
Well, that wasn't funny. It was just very I don't know, schoolyard in 5th grade. You think that no one thinks it's fucking real? Do you know anyone?
Well, under the age of
yeah,
5?
okay. The people that believe in Santa still believe in pro wrestling, that it's a real sport.
Yeah.
But no one else does.
I think it was funny because you're upset now, and it's been like a week, and you're still upset. That's what makes it funny.
Well, I just got all fired up about it.
Dude, I heard Rick and Morty was getting boycotted too.
Really?
For what?
I guess they made like a 9/11 joke and a Pearl Harbor joke or something. So but the bullshit is like, it's basically somebody wrote an article that was like, Rick and Morty fans are now boycotting over 9/11 and Pearl Harbor joke. And then like they went on Reddit and they're like, no, we're not. Just somebody wrote an article.
Pete Davidson has made a career off of a 9/11 joke.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't even know what the joke was. I haven't seen any of the new episodes, but yeah. One writer gets like up in arms about it. So they type a story, making it seem like everybody's mad about it. And people will read it, be like, oh, fuck Rick and Morty. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've already made it like a 9/11 joke
Yeah.
in the first seasons.
I don't think fans are really going to boycott. Like, yeah, they just posted the article and they were like, no, we're not. And they just like upvoted the shit out of it.
I just want to get riled up.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty fans, I would assume, are like the most like non-boycotty kind of people. To enjoy that humor.
That's a Jerry move.
No holds barred.
It's a Jerry move to boycott.
What's a Jerry?
Yeah, kayfabe.
I don't know. It's like a dumb person.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Is that a good explanation?
Yeah. Now you're going to speak militaryese, whatever it's called.
I don't know it anymore.
Whiskey Tango, right?
Right.
November Juliet.
Yeah, they do have their own language. I completely forgot it. It's amazing what your brain
I've
can
watched
forget.
Generation Me.
Yeah. No, Generation Kill, not me.
Generation Kill.
Oh,
That's
Generation Me is a wrestling reference. I'm sorry. I'm crossing my streams.
Oh my God. Never cross your streams, Tyler. Dummy.
Till the end, when you got to beat that Stay Puft March.
That's true. No holds barred. Whatever that means.
Yeah, doesn't that mean that you can do any hold you want?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, when you say it broadly like that.
Lord, we're gonna get down. We're gonna get a dislike. Too much
wrestling.
Yeah.
Are you butthurt about the dislike?
The military thing got me thinking. I saw that the Space Force flag was revealed.
Haven't seen it.
I didn't know it
Kind
was
of
real.
looks Star Trek-y.
Oh.
Is the Space Force real? For real? Or is
Yeah.
that a thing
Yeah,
the
it's
government
for real.
won't confirm?
I think they're confirming it when Trump's like, "Look at this pretty flag."
I thought that was just a meme. I didn't believe it.
They haven't done anything in space though, right? They've done nothing in space yet.
When's the
Isn't
last
it just
time?
NASA? It's just like
It's just like creating a podcast. You came up with the name, you picked the logo out before you had an episode. Like, Jesus Christ, Todd.
Duh. Don't you know how to make forces? You got to do all
I
this
guess,
stuff
you're
first.
right.
What are they going to do? That's the question.
I imagine, like, so there was probably the first question when someone was like, "A Navy? What are they gonna do?"
No, because we had boats around. People were like, okay, yeah, those guys will be on boats. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Air Force,
what
what are they gonna do?
Patrol the skies.
Well, they're gonna patrol fucking space. Goddamn.
It's just so they can bomb from space now is all. They don't have to send a drone. They just shoot it from a satellite and they blow up whatever wedding or birthday party they want to.
And it won't be illegal because you do it from space and there's no law in space.
Exactly. International space.
It's not
No one can hear
inhumane
them
if it would.
scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't hear him scream from up there when he presses the button. So then he doesn't kill himself 20 years after he. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll save lives. It really will.
Sure.
American lives.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. Goddamn right.
I'm for real feeling left out not having a black shirt on, guys. It bothers me.
Well, you can pause it and go change. I might change mine because I keep glitching over here. Like,
Jeez.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know if he can.
Both your things were like cooler in the 90s too. Because you got Motley Crue and Jurassic Park. They were both way cooler in the 90s.
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
the shirts. I was about to correct his ass with like a Godzilla.
You're about to get pissed.
Yeah, triggered.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that who-
Motley was heavy in the 80s, really.
They were
not so much
still, they were
90s.
cool in the 90s though.
they've never not been cool. So
Oh yeah, they're not very cool now.
they're still pretty cool. Yeah, they're
I
going to
think
do a
they're
huge
cooler
stadium
now than they
tour
were in the
once
90s.
everyone stops dying. They're
You mean
gonna
like the
with
band
Def
members?
Leppard and-
Because they're
Huh?
all died. The band members are old as shit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all going to get sick and die, but at least the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will have a lot of new inductees.
Can you not go into that till you're dead? No, shut up. Rush is there.
Yeah,
Never
you can
mind.
go in alive. It was just a joke. I don't know.
Okay.
Isn't the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like the most bullshit Hall of Fame?
No, wrestling is.
No, wrestling is fake, so
No.
you can't Hall of Fame from fake shit. But like,
What? Tom Segura?
Yeah, what's going on here? What side are you on?
Yeah, what side are you on? Seriously.
I don't even know anymore.
The brainwash. You just said wrestling's fake.
Oh, speaking of that, I just watched the new Star Wars last night. And guess what? I let it entertain me.
It's a
It was
great
good.
fucking movie.
Yeah, I was entertained. Now, I don't agree with it. I watched the videos on YouTube where critics talk about it. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up. That's stupid they did that. But when I watched it, I watched it and I was not like, they make it that way so you don't sit there and think about stuff and find flaws in the plot or whatnot. But it's entertaining.
God.
Let it entertain you. And
Yeah.
hey, it's good review, okay? Good review. That's all.
It's real hard to be let down when you just let it entertain you. Honestly.
Exactly. And that's what every movie just wants to do, or podcast.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is.
Just watch it and then just take it for what it is and then enjoy it no matter what.
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought up that like shit that I was just like not really gonna give a chance to, and I let it entertain me, and fell in love with it. That new show on Amazon, Upload.
Oh, huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for that, and that's about it.
So I saw the trailer and I thought, whatever. And then I found out that Greg Daniels created it, who created the American Office, huge contributor on King of the Hill, Simpsons, and Parks and Rec. Okay, right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Watched it, and it is great. I can't recommend it enough.
So it's like
So I'll explain.
okay.
Right before you die, you can be uploaded to a virtual afterlife.
Yeah.
If you actually die, though, you can't be you can't upload an already dead person. And there's different virtual lives. It's not like it's not like Ready Player One where it's like there's just one online game that everyone plays. It's like, oh, rich people can go to they can pay for a nicer one.
Get even more
poor
segregated.
You have to pay for the crappier one. Well, also in like the afterlife, it's like an app, and there's in-app purchases that your family that's living has to pay for.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Well, spoiler, the main character is in an accident, and it's like, oh, he might be dying, he might not, and he's like, what's going on? And his girlfriend, not his wife, his girlfriend, who he was kind of thinking about breaking up with, is like, here, let's go click into this afterlife. I'll take care of it. I'll pay for it. And like, he's hesitant, but does. Could you imagine being on your girlfriend's afterlife account where she can control everything you do?
Oh God. Forever?
Forever.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to live forever regardless.
Especially
Yeah.
like, dude, imagine going to a life where it makes everybody pay to like do anything.
Well, that's what he like. This
That's
is
like-
not real spoilers to like the show, the meat of the show, but like,
Yeah.
like the tropes. Like he goes to grab a Burger King thing, and it's like, oh, a $2 in-app purchase or something like that to eat Burger King in the afterlife.
What that's not much of an afterlife. That's just like a second
not
life.
everything is like nickel and diming you. Like he can just experience stuff with his plan, essentially.
Okay.
I don't know how they found a way to charge us when we're dead now. This is fucking bullshit.
It is bullshit. And if you get bumped down and you only have 2 gigs of afterlife data,
Oh my God.
you live in essentially a jail cell, and you can't even like stimulate your brain, or it takes up gigs, and you'll just freeze when you run out until the next month starts.
Let me die in peace, you fuckers.
Oh my God.
So that's what
yeah.
it brings up a lot of like
That's
the whole
purgatory.
like the debate of like you're kind of cheating yourself out of heaven, real heaven, if that's what you believe in, to go to afterlife.
I'd rather just get nothing than that. Like even if there was no afterlife, I would take that over being stuck
Yeah, at
there
least you
paying
won't
for
be
shit.
aware that it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, so here's like my take away from it. If you believe in real heaven, your soul's going there regardless of what somebody's paid for your consciousness to go.
They're two different things?
I think so.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. I think your consciousness can be a AI simulation of my consciousness. So you're just essentially robbing my family that's paying. Oh, because that's another thing. Like, you can contact the outside. You can contact the real world. Like, if I died and went to an afterlife, I can call you and text you, and we could do a podcast still.
Oh, then count me in.
And then, like, when you die, you can just come and we can all hang out in the same afterlife.
We can podcast forever.
Just a continuous loop.
Okay, yeah.
I can't even talk myself into liking work in the current life, let alone the afterlife.
I just want to die.
It was really good. You can't watch it with kids in the room. It's deceiving to where it's like, oh, this is probably okay. And then just sex and nudity. And it's like, oh, okay, nice. This is not okay.
I like my surprise sex in my TV shows.
I feel like they need to change around the ratings now, because they have the ratings for that would tell you if there's sex and nude, but like they need to be like, no, for real, like real sex and
yeah.
Because like you see some shows that have it and you're like, oh, whatever, like you can watch it with your kid, but then there's some shows where you're like, oh, what the fuck, dude, they're like fucking.
They're thrusting. Like when they're thrusting, there's a difference.
Like he's eating out her ass.
A girl putting her shirt on and you get a little bit of a peek.
Yeah.
It's difference between like a girl riding someone.
Yeah. They have like the wrong polar opposites and just even like the mature category.
Well, when's the last time they were updated? Like 1956?
Yeah, whenever Ronald Reagan was president. No, didn't Tipper Gore make that? If I remember right.
Who the fuck is Tipper Gore?
Like Al Gore's wife? I think she was like the one who started.
Do you know Al Gore's wife's name?
Yeah, you don't know Tipper Gore?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like the one responsible for having like TV. Like that was like her thing.
So
she invented television.
She invented fucking TV?
She invented TV ratings, yeah.
Oh. Maybe I see you're kind of jarring recovering memory of like in the mid 90s, late 90s when they started having like like Y7, Y14.
Yeah, just like
video games. I think it was video game ratings.
Wasn't that Lieberstein or the California senator or something like that?
Well,
Lieberman?
No one fucking knows.
Fuck him too. Fuck him and Tom Segura.
I think who's Nancy Reagan was the one who did the CDs, right? Got all the parental advisory. What is that?
Yeah, say no to drugs.
Oh yeah, she was the drug guy.
Yeah, that dumb guy.
Yeah. Oh, Barbara Bush probably did the CDs. It's always like, yeah, they always put like a woman's face on the really shitty things that have, and you know it wasn't like their idea, but like they're
like Michelle Obama making people eat healthy.
Yeah, they're like, okay, who's the woman? What fucking dumb rule is she gonna make? And then the president's
like, I don't want to be associated with telling these people what they should be eating.
Right. They always have to take
really
the
funny.
Hit. Yeah.
Because like we have friends that are young enough where, at least I do, where they went to school when they did that Obama meal shit, whatever. And obviously we didn't, but
yeah,
it sounds terrible.
I bet they hate her as much as we hate the ratings.
Chipper Gore. They hate it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're beyond, as a society, we're beyond traditional like movie ratings and stuff like that.
Yeah. They definitely need to tweak it. Like, yeah, for real. Work on that.
This week, the world opened back up, sorta.
Yeah.
I went out to a collectibles store today for the first time.
You would go out right away.
I vlogged it. It'll all be up later.
Nice.
Crazy thing, though, Great Clips, their wait was 3 hours.
That's so dumb.
Cut your own hair, people.
Yeah, like...
Jesus Christ. I've been doing it for like 13 years now. Cut your own fucking hair.
But it makes sense that they all rush out at once because
That's why they were protesting. Yeah.
Want our fucking haircut, damn it.
Haircut and gym.
Well, we have a friend, a manager of someone's, and I won't name his name. He claims that like restaurants will be just fine and not packed as shit. They're gonna be so packed.
No, did you know that they have the stats out for that actually? And that person might be right, as much as I hate to say it.
I don't think that, like, I go out in the world and every place is fucking busy.
They opened up Texas, Tennessee, and I think maybe Florida it was. They opened up like last week, and like they showed the graph of what it was before, how it dipped down to nothing, and then what it was after a week of opening, and they were like, no, this is going to be a problem. Not a lot of people are actually going out.
Well, I think like limited seating and a lot of newer trash people wanting to go out and eat is
in nice weather after being stuck inside. Yeah, it's kind of our local trash too.
It's
that
trash
makes the difference, I think. Yeah.
No, I think we're also those trash people, and we're not going to go out because we're like lazy and we're like don't want to put on masks. And like it's a whole thing now, and you're going to be like, oh, it's going to be packed. Let's not go out, and then everybody's going to think that nobody goes out because we're also those trash people, and that's how
I'll wait and see the results.
Yep, that's what everybody's going to do. They're all going to wait and see the results.
They're just doing patios, right?
Yeah,
but you still have to wear your mask.
Outside dining.
Outside dining, yeah. You used to have to wear your mask when you're outside dining, right?
I don't think you have to wear a mask. Nobody's making you wear a mask yet.
All right. Yeah, I never do. So
I ran into Walmart without it because I forgot it.
I mean, I think it's better without it. We're not going to get back into that, but
we need to be herded into the virus.
Yep. Herd us, please.
I got an insider that works for a firm that's providing information to the CDC, and it's all about like you have to build up the antibodies towards it, or it'll just kill you eventually.
So yeah, don't wear your mask.
Yeah,
that's with like all kinds of germs.
Yeah, that's
all kinds
with
of sicknesses. Everything. Yeah,
you know what's crazy?
The point of the immune system.
Yeah, what's crazy to me though is like, I know we talked about the conspiracy stuff that we watched last week or whatever. What's getting crazy is just like people are getting into that, and like we said, it was like more mainstream that people are starting to believe this and hearing all this stuff. But like the worst part is like I don't fucking know. It sucks.
You don't know what?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I don't know who the fuck to trust. Can you trust like a YouTube? Can you trust? You don't know. Like I don't know how to trust the news. I don't know what I fucking even believe anymore. It sucks. Like.
Yeah, it does suck.
Because at the beginning of it, I was like, oh, man, this thing's fucking for real. Then at the end of it, I'm like, I don't know if it's real or not. And now, like, everywhere you go, you don't trust the news enough to believe what the fuck they're saying. You can't trust anything you see, like, anywhere. It sucks that, like, there's literally no credible news anywhere.
So that's why you don't trust news, and you trust people who actually are educated on the subject, like doctors and stuff. That's what I think. That's the people you should be listening to.
Even half that shit could be like doctored and bullshit, you know? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, Fox News can have a doctor on, and he'll say whatever they want them to. But if you go more to the source, I think you have a better. Like,
but even like I could go on YouTube and put on a doctor outfit, say I'm a doctor, and then spew some like, you know what I mean? Like it sucks that like.
Well, that's why you have to find a source that's like credible.
I know there are none. That's what I'm bitching about. I don't know what is though. Like nothing is credible anymore. We're in like the weirdest time.
Trust
like,
no one.
It just feels like nobody trusts anybody anymore. It's weird. I think it's like becoming like a bigger problem.
Yeah, there's too many of us.
Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to say.
There's just too many of us. And nature tries things. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And we're in the process of one right now.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of like Todd said, you can trust a doctor or someone like that you're talking to in person that doesn't have an agenda. Like this guy on the inside, I trust the information because there's no agenda behind it. He has nothing to gain from leaking out this information.
Bernie Madoff told all his people face to face, same thing, man.
I guess. But it would be like me telling you, like if you're getting your information like, hey, Corey, it's raining at my house. It's probably going to rain. And you're like, I don't trust you. Like, I have nothing to gain. You're my friend.
There's a lot of people who lie a bunch, though, you know? You never know.
Bernie Madoff had a lot to gain.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I guess he wasn't a doctor, but I'm just saying, like.
well, I mean, even doctors cannot have updated information, maybe, and
You
still
basically
be
only
wrong.
trust your childhood friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
I base my life on this creed.
Tyler, I need you to start telling me the news, man.
Well, we tried that. You don't seem to like when I just
Yeah, you're just reading yours from like Hollywood Insider or something.
Movie web.
IMDb.
There it is. People that also need to be dead. LaShawn McCoy. He's getting what he fucking deserved.
That was the smoothest fucking segue.
So why is he all of a sudden now sorry for spoiling the end game?
Well, because he's legit lost money because of it.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you lose fan base, you lose potential sponsorships, your rating goes down, your Twitter. If you say something controversial,
yeah, your social score. Marvel's
Yes.
gonna take that shit down if you say anything bad about him.
Yeah.
Fuck Marvel.
Well, Marvel didn't have anything to do with it. Fuck him for spoiling.
Right? Yeah, that was just a shit move. But
Nah, man,
And
that
then
was,
him being-
that was the higher ups in Hollywood taking him down.
He's also a condescending little bitch about it, and that's what I hate worse.
What was he doing? Like, what do you mean?
So he spoiled it and then was like, fuck you guys, I'm allowed to say it. And then he backtracked, and then like just that was so Endgame came out this time last year. So a year later he's like, well, I didn't realize so many people essentially like that fake shit. And it's like, motherfucker.
Another one calling out fake
God
shit.
damn.
My favorite football player is now LaShawn McCoy. My favorite comedian is Tom Segura.
Tom Segura.
They're both
Oh.
has-beens. And one
I'm gonna get a half and half jersey for them and wear it exclusively to your house when I'm allowed back over.
Yep.
You're gonna kick me right out, right?
Yep.
Well, it's not like I'm sure a bunch of trolls spoil all kinds of stuff from movies, but when you have however many followers,
Following, yeah.
That's really a dick move.
It is.
Well, and he used his celebrity to see it early. So like, people
even
hadn't even had a
dickier.
chance.
Oh yeah, that's even worse.
It would be like
And,
different
like-
if it was like a month later, you know?
Well, and it'd be different if fucking Movie Web at Twitter spoiled it. No shit, you shouldn't be following and looking at that shit right now when you're wanting to see a movie. But a fucking football player, stick to fucking football, asshole.
You're not a fucking Marvel expert. Know your role.
He should just shut up and carry that fucking football.
That's crazy to me that he's lost money because of that, though. That's
No, that is your childhood friend is reading you the news on that one.
okay. So he doesn't really regret it, and they're just somebody
Yeah,
wrote an
because I
article.
was gonna buy a LaShawn McCoy thing, and now I'm not.
Oh, well, he got my
I
business.
legit was a fan because I liked him in fantasy for fantasy reasons. But fuck him.
Oh yeah, it does say here at the bottom that Tyler the Collector wrote this article.
Yeah.
That'd be a good move, man. That's what you need to do, is become like just a journalist that
Mix shit up.
yeah, just makes this shit up and post it. You think there's
No,
Yeah,
because
people
I
make a
just-
living off doing that
yeah.
already.
I
It's
guess
just
it'd be
easier to
fun.
make shit up and say it.
Yeah. I did see that good YouTube guy who puts like all the mean comments. He changed my mind on trolling.
Yeah.
Because I know we talked about trolling last week, or not trolling, but like the secrecy of like having a alt account or whatever. How I was like, it plays off on your cosmic karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy changed my mind, and now I want to troll on the internet.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Why did you
now
change
I
your
want?
mind?
Yeah, because it looked like a lot of fun. He was having a ton of fun just going on and saying the meanest shit to people, and he was having a great time, and he made a really good video about it. So I was like, all right, I'm in. Fuck cosmic karma. I got to make I'm gonna make a new account, and I'm gonna start.
I follow on Twitter. I follow this fake. It's this guy who's posing as a woman that is like a social justice warrior, and she like it is fascinating when someone like eats the bait,
Yeah.
like Tom
Yeah.
Segura.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I know a famous one that they like her. Nicole Mullen is like the social justice warrior but it's like a dude that does it. And yeah, it's great. He does the same thing. Just watching people bite into that so hard. And
yeah, most people don't. And that's what I don't understand. Like, I've never posted something on Twitter without reading like at least a comment or two. Because most people are like, haha, this is so funny. I love following this account and like that. But then there'll be some idiot that like an older person that just
Scrolls
can't
right
help
to
but
it.
give their goddamn opinion back.
yeah. They don't read any of the comments above that say like, hey,
Yeah.
this guy's just fucking around.
Yeah. Jesus.
It does look
People are
fun
so
though.
dumb.
Yeah, it looks fun. But then, yeah, that's why you can't trust anything on the internet.
I've been using Reddit lately because finally,
yeah.
and I make a vow to myself to either upvote or downvote everything I see to form an opinion.
You're a good Redditor then. People would appreciate you.
But sometimes it's like, am I upvoting that I'm glad I seen the video, or am I upvoting the content of the video?
That's an age-old question, man.
Because there was a video of a person like standing up and fighting back for like, it was like a racism thing. And it's like, well, this is a conundrum. Like, do I want more people to see this? But is that implying that I support the racism in this?
Right. Yeah, that's like the idiot drivers. They show somebody do like an idiot driver and he crashed. Like, do you upvote that? Like, he's an idiot.
Right, exactly. Like, no, you should be condemning this man.
Like, he did the wrong move and now he's in an accident. Do I upvote it? Am I upvoting the guy who crashed?
So I've decided to take it as, do I want more people to see this? Yes or no?
That's a better way to look at it, I think.
Why hasn't Reddit specified what you should do?
It took Facebook 100
that's
years
meta.
to give us more than just like.
Right.
Reddit is in the infancy, so.
And if they had like a rule, like, oh, you have to upvote specifically for this, like, fuck you, Reddit. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going back to Facebook.
I'm going back to Chive.
yeah.
You guys still chiving?
No,
No.
not for 6 years or so.
You have to like quit that out. It's after a while, it sucks just looking at pretty chicks, and you're just like,
Yeah.
why? Like, it just all it does is nothing good for you. So it's like, why even look at girls anymore? You're
Yeah,
just
it's very
sad, and
pointless.
I'm old and ugly. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, you know?
It's like you just go to that one site where it was like regularboobs.com that you shared with me that time.
Yeah.
Just regular boobs?
Yep.
Nothing fancy?
Just, yeah, nothing fancy.
Yeah, nothing that you'd like long for and that you'll die if you look at. You're just like, oh, okay, good. Yeah, I can maybe get those.
Why are you looking at them then?
Because I can maybe get those.
Because they're boobs, and what else has he got to do?
Yeah, when are you not going to look at a boob?
I mean, not just a normal boob, I guess.
You want to
off
look
your
at a
fucking
yeah?
high
You
horse,
want to look
Todd.
at a normal boob?
Yeah, I'm over normal boobs. I want like I'm ready for like
Extra.
Total Recall 3-tit boobs or
Oh,
I don't know,
I can get on
spotted
that
leopard boobs, you know?
Yeah, but you'll still look if you see normal boobs.
Chitara boobs. No, I won't look. No, I'm over it.
Damn, that takes a lot of skill.
So you want freak boobs, freak titties? Is there
Yeah,
like-
I'm ready. I'm past the stepdaughter, step alien porn. I'm ready for
He's straight on
Well,
a freak
freak-
tits.
It's-
alien freak tit porn.
God.
Hey, I got a lot of time on my hands, okay? That's all I got to say.
I would look at boobs no matter what. I'm standing by it.
Yeah. Same rule applies with like, there's a naked person over there. I don't care. I'm looking.
Yep, gonna look.
There's a
Even-
naked dude right there. It's like, whoa, holy shit, there's a naked dude right there.
Yeah, no matter what, if you see a naked dude, you're gonna look at his dong.
First thing.
the first thing you look at if you see a naked chick is their tits.
That's evolution.
Yeah.
You're sizing up his piece to see if his is bigger than yours.
Yep.
If you're going to have to kill him or not.
Yeah, it plays out the whole situation. Do I run or do I fight?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. If his is bigger than yours, that means he's going to have sex with you.
Yeah, so far every single one I've seen, it's been run.
That's why you're so skinny. That's why I'm so fat. I haven't ran once in my life.
I can't argue that logic. Crystal clear, yeah. Fuck.
Walked into that.
Yeah. Tyler wins. Well, now at least you know. Now you know how to get rid of me. Just
Flop your dick
swap
out.
it out.
flop it out, and I gotta run.
Because I'll just mount you.
Thank God for social distancing right now. Hopefully, you forget about this by the time we're allowed to see each other.
Yeah.
You see that
When is
twinkle in
that
his
gonna
eye?
Have you guys
Soon.
thought of that?
I mean, I don't know. Whenever one of you guys has a party.
No, I'm saying like when is like the point where you're not gonna feel like that awkwardness?
I don't know. I feel it no matter what because I don't go to anything anyway, so it's always awkward when I finally show up.
What do you mean awkward? Hanging out with friends? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I've
Like, am I allowed to do this? Like, yeah.
That first interaction with people that you haven't seen since all this. There is that like, do we embrace? Do we do anything? Like,
Okay,
there's that little awkwardness. When's that
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
hug you.
away?
Watch out.
It's still, I don't know. I just know it's still awkward now. I met somebody today and it was like, do I shake your hand? I'm not
Did you?
sure. Yeah. But like, it was still like a thing. Like Tyler's saying, it's still a
Bit in
little
his
awkward.
hand and shook the other guy's hand.
But yeah, there's still a thing where it's like you're slowly walking towards a person and you leave like a gap. Like, when's that gonna, I don't know. Probably be a while. Yeah.
I'm over it. Bring it on.
You'll show up and no difference.
Yeah, there'll be no difference unless it won't be awkward unless you make it awkward.
See, the problem is all these stupid ass commercials that, are just, we're all doing our part by social distancing. And they're like trying to change society to be this stupid germaphobe, like scared. I don't know. That's no way to live.
Sheep.
God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Okay.
Right.
You're goddamn right. Name of the episode.
Oh, dude, the other worst part about like all this is, man, it's stupid to start out a sentence like that. But like it sucks like listening back to old podcasts now. Like just listening back to old shit when it first started. It's like, oh man, I got to hear about all this bullshit when it started.
You're listening to old podcasts?
Yeah, you go back and listen to the podcast and like it's just like I'm a couple weeks behind on shit. So like they're just now hitting like the beginning. So then you have to like.
You're not saying this podcast.
Oh no, this podcast always sucks.
Okay, well that's how I took it. I thought like, wait, so and like he only went back like a month or two ago and started re-listening.
No, just catching up on like other people's podcasts.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And like I got to hear them go through this shit. Like like the first episode comes out, they're all super scared. Second one, they're like, okay, this kind of sucks. Third one, they're like, oh, I'm bored. And it's like, God damn it.
We shouldn't talk. This will be the last episode we talk about it, unless something significantly happens. We should make that pledge to our audience.
Yeah, please don't downvote us.
Hey, that's about the point in all podcasts where I'm hitting. People are like, we promise not to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, everyone's over it.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
This is Mechagodzilla. He was made from the bones of the first Godzilla.
Why is he made out of metal?
People are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck those people. Sorry. Get on YouTube. Lost ones.
If he's made out of bones, why is it metal though?
Hmm?
If it's made out of bones, why is it metal?
The bone. The bone's in the inside. It's like its foundation is the bone.
So it's a metal thing with bones inside of it?
Yep.
Human?
Like Wolverine.
Godzilla
he has
bones?
a theme to his life, Corey.
I don't know. I didn't imagine Tin Man having like human bones inside of him.
He does.
That's terrifying.
Creepy, yeah. The Tin Man actually does have bones inside of him.
Or Bender, that's like Bender having bones. That's weird. That's like, that's not even a robot then. That's what are those things called when it's a robot, half human?
Android.
Cyborg. I like that you both were wrong, nerds.
It's Android.
No,
it's Android or
he's
Cyborg.
Right. Cyborg is a mixture of human and machine. An android is just a robot.
Idiot.
Oh.
Don't you know you're robots?
No. They seem that way, but...
He knows one.
Yeah, and that one's got bones in it. It's not even a robot.
It's a cyborg.
Terminator's a robot.
Yeah.
Did he have bones in him?
Terminator's a robot in the sense that Data is an android robot. He might have flesh, but it's artificial flesh.
Living tissue of a metal endoskeleton.
What about that liquid dude?
Nah, he's just a monster. An abomination or
Or demon.
Was that Terminator 2 with the liquid guy?
Hell yeah.
I remember I definitely thought shit was going to be liquid by now. I thought we'd have liquid people because we had Terminator 2 and Alex Mack. Where the fuck are the real liquid people?
I remember Alex Mack. She played the saxophone.
I had a crush on her too. She was so hot.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wish she could just melt into my pants.
She made you melt.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if you came in that puddle, what would happen? Like if she
Oh God.
reformed into a human.
Like a weird sperm tadpole human thing, probably.
Yeah, it would become
God.
part of her genetics, and she'd just be like screaming, like,
Kill me.
"My arm's made of cum."
Season 2 of Alex Mack. Watch out.
It gets really weird.
I mean the reboot, the new edgy reboot they do.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna
Hopefully.
edgy HBO reboot.
I'm glad you brought up reboot. You know
The
why?
show, the cartoon.
No, like Tony Hawk 1 and 2 are coming back out.
Yes.
I know we all played those.
Yes.
Are you into buying games that are remastered?
I bought Spyro and it's pretty cool, but I can see how I don't really plan on playing the whole thing because
You've done it, yeah.
yeah, and I recently played I think the first Pro Skater on PS2 or PS1, and it's boring. Like it'll look better, yeah, but I don't know. Are they going to add new shit, or is it just going to be the same remastered game?
I'll get it for nostalgia purposes and then play it one time and then be like, okay, I'm back to Fortnite.
Yep, that's exactly what. Yeah, anytime I do a remastered game, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this, and then don't play it because you can't really tell the difference either. That's the problem
With Halo, you could tell the graphics because they had that special gimmick button where you could flip back and forth between the remastered graphics.
Oh yeah,
And then it was like, oh my God, how the fuck did we play this back in the day?
Right?
Well, if they don't have like that little gimmick where it flips back and forth, the way that you remember that game coming out, it was like top of the line, the best you can get. So you don't remember it being shitty.
Yeah.
You remember it like being like, oh, these graphics are like. I remember Madden 90 whatever had fucking the
Madden
sweetest graphics.
2000
Yeah.
for fucking the PlayStation 2. I thought how, this doesn't get any better.
I know. But yeah, you go back and look at it, you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. So that's like the hardest thing to deal with because at least like when you're playing old nostalgic games, they were good at the time.
I feel like there's a true science to what you're saying. So
I know I'm a scientist.
anything that predates like 3D style polygon graphics, so that stuff would be like early Super Nintendo, all that. That shit can hold up forever because it's 2-bit.
Yeah.
Or it's not 2-bit, it's 2D, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't look bad when you play Super Mario World because it looks fine.
Yeah, because you
because
still
you're not
play that
comparing-
kind of stuff now. Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't like real world.
Right, you're not comparing it. If you go back and play like Mario 64 where you can run around in
Yeah.
a 3-dimensional world, that probably looks awful.
Or GTA 3. That's probably, yeah. GTA 3 was like the first open world where it was like,
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then you go back to that now, you're like, "Ugh."
And Driver 2, when the guy
Yeah.
could get out of the car and he's just a fucking paper dude running
Yeah.
around.
Cool as
Oh my
shit back
God.
then. Yeah, that's why
Uh,
remastered shit doesn't work at all.
Did you see that GTA 5 is free right now?
Yeah. Like crashed like servers and shit.
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird because I just got back into Red Dead 2.
That's a cool thing to do right now, to get
Mhm.
back into that game. That's what
Is
I
it?
heard.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of my close friends, Tony Schiavone, got back into it.
Hey, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fun to get back into. Like as soon as I started playing, I was like, why did I ever quit this? Like, why isn't this my life? Like,
You didn't finish it, did you?
no.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I know. I suck. I don't finish any games though. I rarely finish games. That's not my thing. I'm
Yeah, I get
constantly
bored.
changing and evolving as a person, so I don't like finishing stuff. That's why
You're
this.
just a piece of shit, is what
Yeah.
you are.
Well, I mean, like that's why this show will never be famous is because of me. I was realizing that because I don't like changing. I don't like doing. I don't like
I
doing
agree.
things the right way. Yeah. I was realizing that while we were talking like all this week. I was like, oh, like Tyler does stuff the right way, and I just don't like it. I'll never be good at famous. Yes.
Never say never.
I don't think me and you could be any further different,
I know it's
yet
crazy.
the same on how a show should be done.
Yeah. It's funny that like we're such like opposite personalities too.
We cross over in very important things,
Yeah.
but we are opposite in just about everything else.
Yeah. We hate women and we're men. That's where we cross. Everything else disagree with. Yeah, because I was like, dude, how are we gonna have like the first non-conforming conformist podcast? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's my fault that we'll never be famous. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I don't really want to be famous.
It's a weird. Famous is like a weird thing to me. Like,
I want to be wealthy, but not famous.
yeah, I like that too. The wealthy, not famous thing. Famous seems like a whole shitload of work. You got to like fake a lot of stuff.
Yeah, radio interviews and like press, all that bullshit.
Like all that stuff eats away at my soul. Like,
oh yeah, I'm sure it does. That's why they all go crazy and like do
know.
drugs and stuff because it eats at their soul too. Like, no human wants to go through that gambit every fucking day. Like,
I know, but some people do though. Like, people get off on that.
People enjoy the grind. I feel like I can enjoy the grind when I get my mindset on enjoy the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess
I enjoy doing the little content creation stuff. But my biggest thing is I want people to do it with me. I feel shitty when I do it by myself.
I agree. But like, it's funny though that like, that's one thing that I like about Tyler though is he likes that kind of stuff, and I'm glad that you're not cynical like me and you're like fuck all that.
Oh, I'm cynical. I'm just better at faking.
I know. You're real good at it. It's just so funny like the stuff that you have to do when you're famous and like just even how fame works. There's like a cookie cutter thing that you have to like fall into and keep doing. It's so weird how it works out like that.
So I feel like there's like, here is the way to get something show podcast. If you want to be a influencer,
Mm-hmm.
Here is the like step-by-step method of how to do it. And it's just you got to do it and the grind. And the problem is with people is it's not, the steps are all the same for everybody, but the time in between is not. So a lot of people can get lost in like that early grind because I feel like we had initial success together when we started the original Some Guys Talking. That like first week, I'll never forget when I thought legit we were going to be famous in 6 months.
oh my God.
Like, not like famous, like, oh my God, we're just not going to be able to go anywhere. But I thought there'd be like, we're going to be like Aviary Law style where he has a fan base.
Yeah, have a following. Yeah.
And then it just kind of like levels out. And then you just get like, oh, fuck.
Well, that's when you got to like start doing the stuff. And that's where I was like, I'm out. Like,
that's where everyone said they were out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to do those things. I don't want to fake. Like, I don't want to do those steps. I don't know. I'm weird.
It is funny. Very few people are famous for being themselves like the no bullshit themselves.
Yeah. See, yeah, I think I'm with Todd. I don't want to be famous.
See, I just like wealth and fame to me are very similar when you're talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, would I rather be just wealthy because I got inheritance? Yeah, sure. I didn't have to do shit for it.
Right.
Like,
but yeah,
I'm not going to be wealthy working at Lincoln Memorial Hospital.
Maybe.
I can be financially fine.
Yeah.
But not wealthy.
That's very true. But yeah.
So this is really the only like Hail Mary pass to being wealthy.
It's like your lotto. It's your scratcher card.
Right. You just want that like one person to see it, and then boom, they retweet it or share it, and it catches fire, and then you can ride that momentum to the next thing.
Boom! Now I got a show on FX.
And then in like 6 months after that, boom! I used to have a show on FX.
Now I'm doing movies with Kevin Hart and The Rock. Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, could you imagine? Like, so isn't that crazy? Because you hear those stories all the time about like a guy
Chris
who was
Pratt,
doing something like us,
Ashton Kutcher,
and then like 6 months later, they're like, "I'm on a movie set." Literally 6 months ago, I was doing podcasts with my friends.
You gotta be attractive and talented, which none of us have.
Nope.
I think you got to be lucky.
Yeah, luck is a huge thing too. You definitely have to have lizard people blood in you. I don't like when you guys just get quiet when I say stuff.
I disagree. And I forget that we're on a podcast sometimes. I agree.
He's like, yep.
If you're listening and haven't checked out the YouTube show, you should actually do that. If you get the time, you might enjoy it more, seeing our expressions. It adds a layer.
And just watching something is much better than just listening to something. That's my opinion.
It's easier to learn from all of our knowledge if you're watching us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I understand some people like consuming their content while they're at work.
That's what I do.
And they can't watch something a lot of times at work. Some people can, some people can't.
See, that makes sense. I don't think about things before I say them, so.
I think it's a sweet treat when you get to watch something, though. When you listen all the time and then you go watch it, that's a sweet treat.
See, I can't, I have to watch the H3 podcast. I can't just listen to it. They do watch a lot of videos and stuff, though, so that affects it. But I just don't like listening to podcasts. I want to.
No, I save the videos and I make those like the one time that I turn on all the candles and I fuck my pocket pussy. It's like, that's what happens when I watch those videos. You get that one special time and you're like, I'm going to go watch the YouTube video.
Is it a mouth, a butthole, or a vagina?
I got a mouth one.
Is it the Frankenstein one or the vampire one?
They got teeth? No. Mine don't got teeth.
No. The vampire one does.
Oh, I imagine so. What's the Frankenstein one? Does it got like little
I
handlebars?
think it's all just stitched up. I don't know.
Oh my God. Handlebars so you can really get at it.
Yeah, dude, if you're jerking off where you need the handlebars.
If you need to
hold on to a jackhammer.
like you're mounting a fucking weight set where you had to find a stud to put your pocket pussy in so you can fuck that wall.
Have you seen those ones that are like where it's just like a butt and like legs and you just fold it over like a table?
No.
Oh, I feel like
I've
that'd
seen
be
the one
weird.
where it's just like an ass. Like it's
It's
not
that.
legs,
It's
just
that,
an
but they
ass.
put the legs on so it looks like you have like a chick bent over a table. And I was like, that's crazy. That's just crazy talk to me.
I've seen the ones where it's like the ass and pussy, like that area to where like there's no legs. It like cuts off right before the legs start.
Yeah. I like that they added.
That's all you
legs.
need.
Yeah, they've simplified a woman for you.
That's the weirdest thing to do though. Like talk about
in Upload, they get into where they have these they call them hug suits.
Yeah.
And they have little fingers in them. It's like a wetsuit, but imagine a bunch of like gloves, like surgical gloves in them, and like they inflate like so you can feel the touch.
That's because like
you rent them out because they're so expensive. Could you imagine a used sex suit?
Ew. I'd still buy one. I'd have to buy one because you can't afford a new one. But yeah, like like the regret that you feel when you normally jerk off. Like imagine the regret you're gonna feel as soon as you bust and you're wearing one of those like used suits. You're just gonna
imagine fucking a robot.
I know,
like those robots from Japan.
I would still
real
do it.
Dolls.
I would still do it though. But yeah, instantly I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
If they could self-clean themselves, where it's like I don't know where it goes, it just disappears. Then maybe.
Like an owl pellet just comes out.
Like in my oven. Like if I set a timer on it and it just shuts down and cleans itself.
That'd be nice if it it spit out like a little Jell-O cube and you just turn that in to the sperm bank and get paid for it.
Yeah. You got to see it. You got to see something come out of it though to know it's clean.
Yeah, it has like a little green check mark or something on it.
Yeah, I'm okay with just my hand for the rest of my life, I think.
Yeah,
We're talking
Even-
masturbation.
yes,
you know.
but that's because I've never fucked a doll.
You're missing out, man. You're missing
That
out.
seems, man, I don't know. If I had like just an ass and I put my penis in it, it just, I don't know. That would freaking me out, I think. I think I'd have a stroke maybe.
Just instantly, just.
I can't pull out.
Yeah, I don't
Sex
know.
is weird. Period.
Yeah, it's gonna be like an awkward stage that we go through when sex dolls become like more regular. That's gonna be like the same question that's in your mind, like, would you suck your own dick? You're gonna kind of be
So-
going through that.
Realistically, one of our children will be the first people we know.
To fuck like
their
a real,
generation.
yeah.
Like, yeah, Dad, I just went to a sex doll brothel.
Yeah,
You just have brothels
borrowed-
set up all over town. Where you can
borrowed
go.
old Tommy's sex doll.
No, they're gonna have like it's not a human, right? So they can have a brothel of just sex dolls where guys can go and just.
Yeah,
Is-
are robots gonna be allowed to do illegal things
I imagine at least that, at least sex
and killing?
and killing. Yep, for sure. They already do that.
Yeah,
That's probably when they're going to turn. They're tired of us fucking them.
they're doing all the illegal shit for us. What if they're the ones selling the drugs? That's just a vending machine then. Never mind.
Yeah, they got those. You ever been to a bowling alley in the 90s? They have cigarette machines.
Dude, those things were so cool. I remember going to a VFW and buying cigarettes out of one of those. That felt cool as shit.
That's insane when you think about, like, you used to be able to go up to a vending machine and just
Buy cigarettes
buy
and then smoke inside.
Yeah.
And now we can't even fucking go outside.
Yeah. Wow, things have changed. Changed world.
Well, I'll go.
Hey, I burned through my fucking topics, you pieces of shit. What you drinking tonight, Corey?
Wine. I'm drinking a Merlot, actually.
Wine's better than that craft beer you used to drink, Tyler.
I never was a craft beer guy.
You were a craft beer guy for a while.
I was. I bought
Maybe Tyler the Collector on a show you saw was drinking a craft beer.
that was the gimmick. That wasn't real.
It's all gimmick, brother.
Tyler's just a walking gimmick.
I don't even know who I am anymore. There's Tyler the Collector, there's LLB Tyler.
So many damn characters. He's like Daniel Day-Lewis over here.
I'm like Mick fucking Foley.
Yeah.
Corey don't understand the reference.
I imagine that's like a baseball player or something. I don't know.
Comedian. Saw him at the Funny Bone, you piece of shit.
I bought a beer brewing kit for Brittany.
So she can make your beer.
I don't really drink.
You can make some
Yeah.
fucking beer.
I don't really drink a lot of beer, so no. I just thought it would be fun. I was like, if she's gonna get into a hobby, that'd be a sick hobby to get into.
Can you make wine?
Yes.
Todd was gonna have a wine.
Yeah, you can make. They have like winemaking kits too. Yeah. But yeah, beer making kit's gonna be cool. A lot of science to it.
Science.
Yeah.
That's my input.
It immediately turned her off of it though, because women aren't good at science. So
Isn't it just like baking?
that's what I keep trying to tell her. I was like,
Don't the
huh?
vaginas make yeast already?
Yeah. I was
Ew.
like, dude, it's just like cooking. You should be able to do
It's
this.
just like your vagina. You should know this already.
And then yeah, but she's like, I don't know. There's a lot of science, and I was like, well, you should still try. Maybe someday you'll have a woman president if you can make this beer.
You should have said that's why you won't have a woman president, because you quit before you started.
Right? Dumb broads. Was that
There's a
6
lot of
yet?
alcohol in these.
How many is that?
This is my 5th.
Whew. Whew. Those things, I've noticed that those like hard seltzer stuffs and like those quote unquote girly drinks, those things are a lot stronger than like regular beer.
Well, yeah, and you drink them quicker because they're
Yummy.
Yeah, I think they need to quit advertising those as girly stuffs because they'll fuck you up.
We just stop caring that people think they're girly and just buy them and enjoy them.
I mean, that's what I do anyway. I don't care about anything, Todd. Remember?
But yeah, you're drinking wine
like a what? Like a cool,
like a
Stone
faggot.
Cold
That's what I want.
No, it's like a cool, very cool, down to earth person.
Yep.
You
I
know,
hear your birds out there.
yeah, they've been chirping. I've been researching them on, like, it's funny, look through. So I thought I was getting into it, and then I come home and she's still at home with the baby, and she tells me all about the birds that have been here all day. She's like excited. She's like, "Oh, you should have seen this black one." And it starts chirping. It sounds like a bottle rocket. And like she pulls up her phone, and her search history for like the last 3 days is all just birds, bird. And I'm like, all right, I think I created
The word.
definitely created a monster there because
Nice.
she's way more into it.
Well,
Cardinal pulls up, and she's like, "Oh, look at this majestic bird out there." Get excited about it.
She's like your assistant, you know. Mm-hmm. She's there to help you. She's learning stuff. She learns the stuff so she can tell you the important stuff.
Yeah.
About the birds that you want to learn about.
She does all the science for me. Yeah. But then I think she's also making it up because, like, this one bird, I was like, that was a cool one. The bottle rocket bird, we call it. She's like, that's called a red-winged blackbird. I was like, okay, you just made that up. Like, you clearly just made that up. Who the fuck names a bird a red-winged blackbird? Like, it's John Smith fucking named that bird.
Oh, why is a turtle a turtle? You know?
Yeah. I know, but that guy was like, "Hey, you have one job. You just discovered this bird. What are you gonna name it?" Red-winged blackbird.
Red-winged blackbird.
No, it was like, so there was a guy. He was like, "Well, those are blackbirds. That's all the birds, right?" And the guy's like, "Well, that one got fucking red wings." He's like, "Shit, I've already filed the paperwork, man. We're just gonna call it a red-winged blackbird."
It's all crazy down at the patent office. You know how it goes. Oh damn! I found yellowhead.
Starling's taken.
Well, ain't a bald eagle.
Oh yeah. Plus, I was catching a bunch of shit from like her family about how I've been watching the birds or whatever.
We're trying to catch a bald eagle.
But after last week's episode, we even had one of our fans come out to me and be like, "Hey, I have 7 bird feeders, and I watch birds all the time." I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!"
Wow. Nice.
This guy, he was a guest on the show a few weeks ago, Matt Dotson.
Oh, nice.
He told me he has a pocket guide. And I was like, dude, that's next level. He carries around a guide in his back pocket. I was like, whoo.
Wow.
That dude
never knew this about him.
Yeah. He's like he's
at a level. Have an
level.
app for it, right? He doesn't need a physical pocket guide anymore.
I know, but I think it's way cooler to have the book, man. Like, just whip that book out, flip right through it. There's something awesome about that. That's at a level, yeah.
Dog species in it.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, but was it in your pocket?
Couldn't fit in my pocket. Too big.
You don't seem like the dog kind of guy. Why'd you have that book?
Once I was an animal guy.
No way.
They double crossed me.
I can't. That's one thing I can't picture you as, is an animal guy.
Loved animals until seriously they double crossed you.
Huh. What'd they do to you? Or your family?
On my Power Ranger cards.
That's it? That's all it took?
One cat did, so I don't like cats because of that.
So, yeah, you gave up on them pretty easy for pet standards.
And then I had a kid before as an adult, I had a kid before I ever had a dog. So it just seemed like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, that skews everything. I get that. Dogs seem really pointless after you have a kid.
Seems like, why would we add this much fucking extra work? Right.
Yeah, I used to love the shit out of my dog. But then, yeah, you have kids and you're like, oh, when is that thing leaving? Brittany wished death. Die. Yeah, Brittany wished death on both of my dogs already this week. She's just over them. She's like, I got kids. Yeah, I don't give a shit about them. I'm like, that's super mean, but like, I actually understand where you're coming from.
Isn't it weird when you think about like a dog? Like, some dogs are great. I will be the first to tell you that I've come in contact with dogs where I'm like, that I see that is a true companion to a person.
Yeah.
And then you have other dogs where you're like, I've literally fed you and give you shelter for 8 years, but as soon as that door was open, you took off and ran away.
You don't give a shit about me.
Like, what the fuck kind of evolution? Like, you're broken. Next animal.
It's crazy that dogs have been what's that? Domesticated for as long as they have been. They've been domesticated since like caveman times.
Huh.
That's crazy to me.
For thousands of years.
Yeah.
So they're quitters. They're quitters as a species.
I guess. I don't know.
They were smart. They just adapted.
Yeah, they learned right away. Like, hey,
they adapted one time, and then we're just like,
They're easily the biggest like coattail riders in history. They were like, this fucking species is going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook to it.
I'm gonna be his best friend.
These motherfuckers are not gonna eat me. I promise. You know why?
They got this fucking bright ass orange thing that's hot as hell. They just conjure it whenever they want.
Right? They keep giving me shit to eat. I don't have to do nothing. I just gotta let myself get pet every once in a while. Got a good life, man. All they do is sit, eat, and sleep now. Like,
I wish I was a fucking dog, dude. I wish to a nice owner, obviously, but
like we act like we're the superior.
You don't want to be my dog, Tyler.
no, I don't want to be your dog.
Yeah, because they do get like a shitty break sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're the superior species anymore. I think dogs got it figured out.
I've told you. I think we should.
They don't have to work.
Dogs, we should further mutate them into smarter, more sentient like beings with drugs and
as soon as they do, they're going
forced evolution.
They're going to do capitalization and they're going to start charging for death.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to teach them that. We want to we don't want our government or society to do that to them. But maybe me and a select few people.
No, I think I want them to stay just how they are. They figured it out. They win.
Some of them will, but we'll take a small group of super smart, like Australian shepherds, and
move off to an island and test.
Yes, Dr. Moreau style.
Yeah, Dog Island.
Dog Island, yeah.
LLB's Dog Island.
There we go. Brought to you by Little Squirts.
Oh wait, no, we don't want to do squirts with dogs. Trust me.
Ew. Anal squirts?
I don't care where it's squirting. If it's squirting, it's gross.
So I was just thinking about that the other day. I forget what we were watching, but it was something about a dog, and he had to have his
I thought you meant anal squirts.
he had to have his glands like excreted, and I was like, I will never ever be a part of that. Like, I'll take it to a vet, obviously, but if we're at home and a dog needs its glands excreted, I'm out.
That was some shit my sister told me about.
I like how you're like, we should make these dogs better and more part of society, and then they have one little problem that needs your assistance, and you're like, just kill them.
I didn't say kill them. I said I'm
squeeze their whole
glands. They're going to evolve enough to where they can squeeze their own glands. You know?
No, because we literally have people that we pay to do that.
Yeah, I know, but if you don't, like,
that's crazy that we pay money to squeeze anal glands on dogs.
Yeah. It's gross. Why do they need expressed? I don't even get it. It's gross.
Yeah, how did they survive before us? Who's the first guy to figure that out too? Like,
okay, I got a conundrum for you. A cow in the teat with the milk. What'd they do before people were squeezing that milk out?
They were sucking on their mama's titties.
No, they were just dying from pain.
Imagine being the first dude to figure that out.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, what? Who died from pain? The cows?
So
yeah,
a cow
cows
has
die
to be milked twice a day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think if they have kids, then they will have a calf that will...
That's a poor design of an animal where you need milked. And they don't have fucking hands they can do themselves.
I guess maybe it's because they are, like, domesticated.
Yeah,
so
maybe
I'm sure, like, wild cattle don't need milk.
They did probably
never
evolve.
A wild cow, Todd.
What? There's like wild steer and
steers and queers? No, myth. Both
okay.
Myth.
There's the family of the cow cousin out there somewhere that's roaming free and
called bison.
Yeah, bison, steer, ox. I don't know.
Yeah, they did probably evolve into where they needed milked, but
it's just like pigs and wild boars. They look very different. And that's just from us, like, domesticated.
One is pink and one is brown.
Same, but different.
They have, okay, if you watch enough Joe Rogan, he talks about it, okay? Their tusks and their...
We get it.
Their snout and all that stuff. Right.
When's he going to have another good celebrity on? And I'll listen.
I don't know. He had Elon Musk on, and I didn't watch it because I watched the first Elon Musk, and I don't think I can sit there and listen to Elon Musk talk for that long again because he's so like, oh, well, this is it's called XR in the SR12. It's like, I don't know, man.
Fucking spit it out, you nerd. Jeez.
Yeah. But anyways, Joe Rogan, check him out.
Talk about the pigs.
Yeah, pigs. That's where we were.
Yeah, we got confused. Sorry.
But anyways, they are different, Tyler. So deal with it.
Pigs, I understand that a wild boar is different than a farm pig.
If you take a farm pig and you release him into the wild, he will turn into one of those. He will look just like one of those boars.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happens when they stop taking showers.
Bro, did I just say I listened to Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
He said it.
They stop taking showers.
Joe Rogan,
their teeth start growing.
Joe Rogan said. So if I release that fucking cow into the wild, it's going to turn into a bison?
Exactly. You're catching on.
There you go.
Welcome to science.
If I release Corey's dog into the wild, it's going to turn into a wolf, right?
Or a coyote. Depends on how big it is.
It'll turn into a
Either
less
of your dogs
domesticated
are wolves or
animal.
coyotes.
They'll evolve after a couple weeks of being in the wild, yeah. They become undomesticated. And, yeah, they turn into wolves and coyotes.
What is it called? Feral?
Feral. Nailed it. Learned that from Fallout.
I think your son might be feral, Corey.
Yeah.
I didn't bring anything to talk about, so I think most people are done listening by now, which is okay.
I have like a list of topics in my head usually, and then it gets to the show, and then you just forget them.
Yeah.
But there's
Only
always
there was a spot where you could just put them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like half the time, if I were to like to summarize what I want to talk about, when you type it out, you're like, "That's stupid. Why would I talk about that?"
Then you skip it.
That's all my thoughts. Then, or just skip all my thoughts.
Well, I got a story.
Uh-oh.
I went to the collector's shop, like I alluded to earlier, and picked up a bunch of stuff because I had that store credit and I was worried about getting fucked. Turns out I had nothing to worry about. He has been like on the down low, letting people come in by request and buy stuff. He said his sales only dipped 20% down from when he was regularly open. Like, that's crazy. And then I got a bunch of stuff because I had like $270 worth of store credit. And he was like, "Oh, you're going to get all of something?" I'm like, "Yeah, you had a few more back there." And I'm like, "You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get those ones back there too. I'm going to get them all." It was well over $300 I was spending. And he was like, "You know what?" He took my $270-something store credit, ripped it up, and said, "We're even." And I got to walk out with all of it.
Wow. Nice.
That's a good entrepreneur right there.
Can't wait to see what
he
all
got
it is.
me. I'm going to go back there and spend $100 cash next week.
Hell yeah.
You're going to show us everything you got, obviously, right?
Yeah. Todd, you're going to love it. Corey, you won't understand what any of it is.
But I'll still watch it and support it on YouTube.
Like a good brother.
Yep, because that's what I do.
Yep.
And then someday I'll make a YouTube video. I've been trying, man. I've been trying. I promise.
Yeah, I've been looking for motivation, I guess. Not necessarily motivation. Just
I don't need no motivation. I just need Tyler makes it look so good. It's really hard. It's a hard bar.
Fake it till you make it.
I know. I just can't. I'm trying. I'm serious. You make like the videos look really good, and I really enjoy them.
So, the trick is.
Right. Is to finish his drink.
Last one.
All right. Trick is?
The trick is to just not give a shit.
Yeah, I know. That's like a thing that I envy about you. You're able to do, you know what I mean? Like people that can just sit there and like talk into something.
The people that are going to like it are going to like it.
Yeah.
And regardless of how much time you put into it, someone's going to shit on it.
That's very true. Yeah, like no matter what.
So you might as well just do it if it's fun to do, and we've all agreed that doing that shit is fun to do.
Fair, yeah.
Just do it and have fun.
Yeah, it's crazy that you're able to put that aside and do that though. I literally try, and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like, yeah. For some reason, it's weird.
The trick is to make a deadline in your mind. That's my trick. I say this has to be done by a certain time because I won't do it otherwise.
That's smart. Like, oh, it's like being late for work. Like, it doesn't actually like mean anything, but they put like they put that in your mind to like think like, hey, be there right then.
Right.
Yeah, I should try that. That's good advice.
Just do it, Nike. There's some advice for you.
That's the shittiest
Oh,
advice ever. It's not that easy though. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I haven't. I just can't. I can't decide on what exactly I want to do. It's my problem.
Oh, I got all kinds of ideas, and here I am. I crap on like famous people the whole episode and stuff, and
Yeah.
so against them. But yeah, it's crazy how they're able to like just go out there and be a person and like be entertaining. Yeah, and execute.
I saw a really funny post by Rhett and Link. They do a show that I like.
Mm-hmm. Earwolf or something, right?
Ear Biscuits is their podcast.
Oh, I was close. I was close. I knew it was ear something.
Good Mythical Morning is their YouTube show. And they essentially just came out and said, hey, we're not going to force ourselves to do videos on a schedule anymore. We're just going to do them when we feel creatively inspired. I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but then you get somebody like me.
But I also understand they've built up the equity with 10 years of putting out just 5 videos a week.
Yeah. Awesome content. And
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you get somebody like me and there would be almost never. Especially now. You have to
have a lot of good it takes a lot of different personalities, and that's what I've noticed about observing other people that are doing like content creation with a collaboration of people. You almost need the guy that is doing the dirty work. You need the guy that's being like the creative juices, and like you need everyone to kind of fill their role and pull their weight. A good example is Impractical Jokers. Those guys.
Yeah.
They are vastly different in their personality types. When you hear because a friend of ours listened to a podcast with Q on it, and he had only been exposed to Impractical Joker Q, and he got real Q, and he's like, I don't like this guy. It's like, yeah, because he's playing a persona on TV. Like, he's not all about the fame and all, like, it's just like he'd rather just, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
But he has another person that steps in and is like, you know what? I can pick up the slack in that area where you're like, I don't want to do the social media stuff. He's like, I don't want to do it. So Murr just does it all.
So we need to become the Impractical Jokers.
Been saying that for years.
Well, you just had to put it out like that because I like Sal, and I'll be Sal.
You are like Sal, but Sal's very motivated in his own endeavors with his comedy.
Yeah, I'll care about my own shit then, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I could be the narcissist, fine.
We need a Joe, though. We need an actually entertaining, funny guy. Because
now hiring LLB.
Todd's Q.
LLB hiring naturally funny guy. Or we just need to make friends with somebody already famous.
Tried with old Martin, the Australian.
Oh yeah.
Well, you say, fuck you, mate.
Yeah, I messaged him and he said, nah, no thanks. Thanks for the offer.
Yeah, because he listened and realized what a shit show this is. Like,
I don't know. Would you want like guests on?
I think it'd be cool to do our fans only show.
I would like to do the fans only show. I mean, the T-shirt response was insane.
Yeah.
I can't I don't know if the servers could handle the fans only show.
It'd be cool to try though. I know our fans would like it.
So I guess what we're saying is like a fan Zoom cast.
Yeah, when should we try that? Like on a weekend, probably.
Yeah, I think you'd have to do it on a Saturday to give people the time.
And we'll post it on something, right?
Well, we would post it on YouTube.
No, I mean like to tell the fans to come join. We
Details.
post that on something.
Deets.
Listen to the podcast.
Is that what they're doing right now?
Yeah.
Follow Ty the Collector on Twitter.
Yeah.
No, I understood what you were doing. I was playing stupid.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fun when people do that to you.
Los Lost Boys podcast on Instagram, Los Lost Boys on Twitter. Information will be posted. But if you do not follow, you can just listen, and we'll announce next week. We'll get a date by next week. But you should be following me on all platforms. Tyler the Collector on Twitter and Tyler the Collector on Instagram.
And Los Lost Boys on everything.
Just said that, brother.
I have the Los Lost Boys email account, you know. So you could easily
People still sending fucking emails to shows? Like that's a thing?
Yeah, you could. Well, that's like the best way for me to read something. Is because it's not social media, so I'll read an email. But I have Los Lost Boys at iCloud.
When he gets like the 2 emails, his fucking Zoom account special trial offer email, and it is the guy voting down on our videos. And if you're voting down on these fucking videos, go fuck yourself.
We ain't even famous. You don't got to downvote us, you dick. No, I got the Los Lost Boys at iCloud email account, so I keep track of that or whatever. But I got an email in there today that scared the shit out of me because like it's also
was it my agent saying my new demand?
No, it was like because it comes in like all my emails, so I have to like they all come in the same or whatever. You know how email works. But it was like you just got charged $650 by Netflix, and I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck is going on? I'm looking through it. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Somebody hacked my Netflix and like somehow stole all my money. And I looked up and it was Los Lost Boys. I was like, oh wait, I don't have a fucking Netflix for that account.
That is interesting though. It would be funny if immediately after that I sent you a text saying, hey, I just signed us up for a Netflix special. It only costs $600 some.
Yeah, they said like it was the annual Netflix fee, $650. They're like, oh yeah, just type in your PayPal information and you can check. I was like, oh
yeah.
But yeah, at first I was like, shit. And then
I feel so bad because they're legitimately good, decent, smart people that will fall for that shit.
Yeah. Oh, I fell for it once. I'm not gonna lie. I'll admit it. I fell for it once. I got the thing and I clicked on it and they were like, your Netflix got stolen. Clicked on the website, took me to something that wasn't Netflix.com, but it looked exactly like it. And then you type in your information and it doesn't do anything. And you're like, oh shit. They just got all my information.
Your wife just walks into the starts hitting you.
Yeah.
Because she gets the bill
fucking
notification.
I gotta change everything now. But
yeah.
Fucking yeah, those Lost Boys got hacked basically.
Dude, I had this. It's funny you bring this up. So, public Wi-Fi, like at work, if I'm on my public Wi-Fi, I've noticed certain apps won't work correctly. And I don't know if it's an extra security feature within that app that's not letting me log into certain things, but it can be fucking annoying when I'm trying to log into my security cameras. And it's like, this account doesn't exist. This account, it's like, what the fuck do you mean this account, it doesn't exist?
Bullshit.
And then I get off the Wi-Fi and it's like, oh yeah, you can log in. It happens every so often with public Wi-Fi. That's not the only app either. There was my banking app one time didn't work.
Oh, they just don't accept public Wi-Fi.
Right. You can be on your network or your private Wi-Fi, but for some reason the public Wi-Fi account doesn't.
Doesn't one of like the streaming apps do that?
Huh?
Doesn't a streaming app do that? Like Netflix or Hulu?
So Netflix, I mean, I can't really speak on anything other than like, because I used to have our local thing was Spectrum TV.
Yeah.
And if you were off your home Wi-Fi network, you would have limited coverage on a public Wi-Fi network.
Yeah, because I remember trying to stream something when I went on vacation, and they're like, you're outside of your jurisdiction.
Essentially, yeah.
You can't watch it.
Because they don't want you sharing your shit with people.
It makes sense. I understand.
unless you're WWE, and literally all three of us can be on my same fucking account.
Yeah. I don't think it's Netflix, but somebody figured
It's
it
Hulu.
out. Yeah, somebody figured it out.
Disney Plus too.
Of course Disney figured it
Our
out.
Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they got good shit on there. You need to watch Mandalorian, Corey. How much money I got to pay you?
To watch it?
How about if this episode gets 15 likes, you have to watch Mandalorian.
I would do that, yeah.
The first episode, I'm not even making you commit to a whole season.
I do it if you watch Community.
That's a huge difference. How many years of Community are there?
Just do it. Give me season 1.
All right, I'll do season 1 of Community. You do season 1 of Mandalorian.
I'm like a gentleman's agreement.
By next week, you watch episode 1, I'll watch episode 1, and we'll give our
Question: do you have to know anything about Star Wars to appreciate? Okay.
No.
I'll answer your question. You need to know nothing about college. Watch Community.
Good.
So yeah, we'll do that.
Corey, you were literally with me in my college orientation.
I'll do it.
The only class I ever attended at college.
Yeah.
Does my credit transfer from Columbus State?
No.
Fuck.
You went to Columbus State?
Technically, trade school, you got Columbus State credits or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I went to the very first trade school class to become an electrician.
Yeah.
Got Corey all excited, like, Corey, we're going to be best friends, sat next to each other. And I'm like, nah.
That was so funny, too, how much shit he talked about how he was going to be, like, good at college and then quit after a class.
I definitely would have been good at the book shit.
Carrying books?
No, like filling out paperwork, because electricians do not know how to fill out fucking paperwork. These people wire your house, but don't understand how to fill out a credit card receipt form.
Not a thing of the trades, man. That's the reason that you went to the trades.
Yeah.
Which, while we're recruiting for people, it's just, hey, become a tradesman, people. Essential workers. You make tons of money. Just do it.
Or don't.
I'm trying to.
What I've learned is get a desk job that can be outsourced to home, and then maybe permanently put at home, and don't wear pants ever again.
Or be born rich. Be born rich.
Outsourced to India.
No, that shit's going away, Todd. You've been on Facebook.
No.
American Made. God damn it. American Made.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
That kills me because people don't understand like the implications of that. Like, okay, American Made to an extent, right? Because that's what you really mean. Because if you're going to have to pay $100 more for anything, you're going to be like, you know what? It was cool after the first $100 I spent, but I'm not going to spend another $100 for this lawn chair. This can be made in China.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck it.
We're all humans, man. You got to support the whole globe.
Also that too, Corey. Great point, because I watched Black Panther and we're all one fucking tribe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're all humans. They already said UFOs are real. Just support everybody, man. Who cares where it's from?
That's true.
Somebody's making money off of it.
Jesus was not an American. Newsflash.
What? Tyler, you're going to get us fucking kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, holy shit.
That kind of blasphemy. Come on,
I just want to shake. I can't go on Facebook anymore, essentially.
It is a crazy people space.
Instagram is the only safe space, and even then I get triggered. Got fucking Tom Segura popping up on my Instagram feeds.
Goddamn Tom Segura. I don't know. I thought you would at least not fall for that, but that's all right. I'll forgive you. Oh, yeah. Ear pull. Sorry.
Yeah. Brother's working. He's just working the other retards in the audience because any true wrestling fan or anybody knows, like, okay.
Yeah, he's a troll.
As soon as someone brings up the whole fake thing, you go, oh, okay. Okay. Let me stop you there.
I saw wrestlers commenting that, like, they took it to heart, what he said.
There were some guys, but that's also wrestlers or like carnies themselves going like, oh,
They're-
famous guys
yeah.
talking about this shit. I'm going to jump on board.
You don't know what character that is. That's LOB Tyler right there, jumping on board. Yeah.
I just love staring at you guys. That's all I can say.
Super awkward for our audio listeners, which is 47% of our audience base.
Sorry, lost ones.
We'll blame this all on Todd.
You should.
Well,
You really should.
I mean, like I said, we're talking on fucking video. You have to do that weird pause when you talk to like make sure somebody else isn't going to talk.
I had someone ask, are we going to go back to in-person podcasting?
We have to. Eventually.
Maybe like two of you can be in one room. We'll just alternate who has to drive that week.
I know, but you don't have to do it every week or whatever, but you have to every once in a while get that chemistry back going.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah. How are we going to record it though? The YouTube audience is like, hey, asshole, don't forget about us.
Hey, we'll figure it out.
Good old fashioned post a video, record it from a cell phone.
Right. I don't know. People got to hang out again, man. Eventually, everybody's going to hang out again. We have to. Oh, man. Todd, your Mechagodzilla looks just like you're pointing a whole bunch.
Mecha Godzilla's jerking you off is what
Yeah,
it looks
I know.
like.
I tried changing it because it's really annoying me, but
No, I didn't want to say anything. You had your heart set on it. You seem pretty excited.
It's the happiest I've seen him in months. I like your tree.
it's not a tree. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a corn stalk, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's
think it's
definitely
corn.
what it is.
It
We
has
are-
not produced anything yet. Probably because I haven't taken care of it, but
Yeah, you got to water it to get corn.
yeah. And like under a harvest moon or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Statistically, no one's listening at this point, by the way. I see the YouTube analytics.
Well, then we can go.
Did you finish your beer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell, that's been gone for hours.
You didn't announce it. You didn't.
I'm done. Six-pack challenge complete. If you want to be Tyler's sponsor and you want to send me the beer, you can send it to P.O. Box Don't Give a Fuck Brother Lane and
Jabroni Lane.
Jabroni Drive, asshole.
Oh, sorry.
Cody Road Boulevard and Jabroni Drive. 317 Gimmick Street.
Yeah, just let it
316.
entertain you, right? Oh,
No.
it should have been 316.
You clearly don't listen to Stone Cold's podcast because he bought the house next to him to make it his podcast studio, and he calls it 317 Gimmick Street.
Oh, okay.
How fucking baller and rich do you got to be like, you know what? The house next to me is for sale. I'm going to buy it and make it my fucking studio. And it ain't like he's living in Newark to where it's like, that was like a $60,000 purchase. No, that was like a $6 million purchase.
I want to ask a question. Does he actually live at 316 Gimmick Street?
Yes.
That's real. That's not a gimmick? Or is it
Yes.
like our old
You're
studio?
a retard.
Is it like our old studio?
Yeah, like we're podcasting out of the fucking basket. You
Yeah.
piece of shit. Jesus Christ! You think you invented saying someplace that you ain't actually at?
So wait, he doesn't actually live there then, right?
Gimmick Street.
Yeah, Stone Cold lives on 316 Gimmick Street, and
It's a
Right
fun-
on
that's a-
Oh, hell yeah, drive.
Yeah, it's a funny bit.
you know he don't even have a place in Texas anymore. Fun fact.
Why is that? Is he in LA now?
No, he bought a. You can get a lot more bang for your buck in Nevada.
Oh. I'm sure it's beautiful out there.
He loves it.
I bet. Is that where his ranch is?
His new Broken Skull 2.0 ranch is in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
The show is also Old Ear Tug. There ain't no fucking, like, that's all a set.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a set. They put up, but is it on his ranch?
No.
Well, that's dumb. I don't like
Well,
that.
that's TV, brother. It's all fucking fake. That's all work. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Just fake it till you fucking make it and just do your shit. Like everyone else is doing it that way. Corey's over here wanting to make a goddamn Woody Allen art piece. Just fucking
I don't like
Jerry
kids.
Brockheimer that shit and get it out. Produce that shit.
I don't like kids. All right. Anything to plug?
No.
No. Okay. Bye.